Hi, I'm Terry and I'm nuts about stamping. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. This week is kind of special for me because I'm going to show you a birthday card idea using the brand new Here's to Cheers stamp set. This stamp set just came out in the new holiday catalog. You can click over to my blog and download this catalog to your desktop, or you can email me for a free copy if you live in the United States, that is. So I'm going to show you a birthday card that I'm going to make for my son because he's turning 25 and so we want to celebrate him. I'm going to start off by doing a little bit of die cutting. I'm going to have my magnetic platform on my Big Shot, bottom standard cutting pad, and then I'm going to do a couple of things. I have two of the large numbers framelets. Here they are here. I love these. There's so many different purposes for them. So I'm going to die cut out the 2 and the 5 for 25. And then I also at the same time, I'm going to use one of my layering circles framelets. And I'm going to die cut out several circles. Obviously, I need to use the same size, or I'm going to use the same size of circle. So I'm going to have to do this a couple of times. So I'm going to bring this in a bit closer to me. There's my first pass. Just move these out of the way. And then the second pass. I am using several different patterns from the Floral Boutique Designer Series paper. If you are part of my FYI club for your inspiration, you will have seen several different uses for this paper. If you want more details about my FYI club, hop on over to my blog and look in the top bar, navigation bar, and you will see information about the club. Right, so I just die cutting away here. And then the last thing I'm going to do is a bit of stamping. I have a scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock. All of the dimensions for the cardstock and Designer Series paper will be over on my blog after the video's over. And then I have the stamp from the Here's to Cheers stamp set. It says, there is much to celebrate, celebrate, there's much to celebrate. So I'm going to ink this up, stamp it down, and die cut it out. I'm going to stay with the same color palette, so I'm using Night of Navy. I'm going to ink up the stamp. Just tapping it lightly on the ink pad, centering it the best that I can. And then I'm going to bring back in my Big Shot and the same circle framelit that I've been using all along. Center that to the best of my ability. Add the top standard cutting pad and then die cut it out. And then it's time to put my card together. Right, so my card base is going to be Whisper White. I've cut it 8.5 by 5.5. I've scored it at the 4 1/4 mark, and it's going to be landscape. And then I have a strip of the Floral Boutique Designer Series paper. I chose this particular pattern because for my son's high school graduation, we went to Japan together, and I hope this will remind him of that fabulous trip we took together. All right, and I'm going to add this to the bottom of the card front, like so. And then I'm going to bring in the 3 pieces of Designer Series paper that I die cut out, and you saw that happening. And I'm going to add them. I think I'm going to turn this one this way. That'll be good. I make this up as I go along. Sometimes I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. All right, and then the third piece, the third circle, will go here. And then I'm going to bring in the There Is Much to Celebrate. I'm also going to bring in my 25 and oops, I think that'll be good. Maybe I'll move the Celebrate over here a little bit. And I'm going to bring in some Stampin' Dimensionals. And put 2 Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of the phrase. And then just pop it off the page like that. So it really draws your eye there after you see the 25. I'm going to bring in my silicone sheet and add some snail to the 20 and the 5. And I think that then will complete my card. And there we go. A really quick and easy, and I think quite a really cool birthday card to celebrate somebody very special in my life. For a complete listing of the supplies that I used and the measurement for the cardstock, hop on over to my blog, www.nutsaboustamping.com. While on my blog, make sure you're a newsletter subscriber. I send a free newsletter each week with a special project idea you won't see anywhere else. You can check out the details of my FYI Club on my blog, or you can click on the Shop Now button and order the products I used to make this card. I'm Terry. I am Nuts About Stamping. See you next time. Bye for now.